Well, it's a gay show. Give us a live performance, man.
It's a real gay
Show tonight. I want to get a live band, dude.
Yeah, it's a gay
That would actually be really cool.
We could probably get Lucy to come out here and just do an electric guitar and then just walk away really fast.
Having like an actual like drummer and
I
bass
have a
player
drum
doing
set.
that would be so funny.
You've seen my drum set, right?
Yeah.
It's hidden behind my shit.
Well, one day we'll get the band together.
Well, Lucy moved back here and I had to put the drum set away.
That I'm the gay show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
We
gay
are the gay show, dude. Welcome to the gay show. See, this makes me wanna keep on fucking pushing the Taiwan thing, which nobody has been talking about. I haven't heard shit about that in a long time.
Oh, Elon's on our side with that one.
What did he say? He said Taiwan isn't a country?
Yeah, he got yelled at by Taiwan because he was like, it's part of China. And they were like, fuck you. He's like, I don't know.
Isn't Taiwan like in the middle of China though?
Sort of. I think they're like south. I honestly have no idea.
I don't even know why I give a shit. You know,
All I
that-
know is they are China.
We have enough problems fucking here, dude. Like where I'm like, oh, let's give a shit about China or fucking Ukraine. I think that's why people. I don't know, because it's only like the Republican people that are like pissed off about Taiwan or not even Taiwan, but the Ukraine shit.
Yeah,
Where
they're more
we're-
mad at Ukraine.
Yeah, where we're sending them like our fucked up shitty weapons that literally like they're like Acme weaponry and it blows up in your face half the time.
Yeah, we're just sending those big red sticks of TNT.
We're sending them drones that are made by Airhog. Like fucking Airhog, Call of Duty branded fucking whatever.
Yeah.
I can't wait until military turns into that and like Nerf starts making actual weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fucking badass.
Hell yeah.
I would get a Nerf shotgun, like a fucking a real Nerf gun, like that's actually a fucking branded by Nerf.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be badass.
Would it shoot real bullets or Nerf bullets?
No, fucking real bullets that Nerf makes.
Oh, okay. So Nerf just becomes a fucking arms dealer then?
That would be fucking awesome. That would be fucking cool because they already have the manufacturing area in the fucking name.
I mean, that'd be an interesting turn of events.
That would be badass. You would know that we're in 2030 when we have Nerf branded fucking like ARs. Not even AR, they're like called blasters and shit.
Hell yeah.
They're like, this is the long range blaster.
Hell yeah. Super Soaker starts fucking making lasers and some shit.
I always thought that was. Do you remember when like Nerf guns stopped being like where they looked like laser, and then they started like getting actual mechanics of actual guns and shit?
Somewhat. I was never a big Nerf guy, honestly.
A Nerf head.
I was not a big Nerf head. Nah, I wasn't a Nerfer.
That's what we called retards that wore the helmets. We called them Nerf heads.
Nerf head.
Yeah, that's mean. I don't know.
I mean, hey.
Now I'm depressed.
Now, I don't know. Shit's crazy. I was just thinking about that. I've been listening to old music. Spotify has like Best of Rock 2005, and that's like I was like, oh yeah.
You're listening to Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
You're like,
Hey, you know.
hey, I'll play us tonight.
No, but I was just thinking about how different shit is and how fucking like you can't. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Everybody's like gay about shit now.
Well, yeah, dude. They like. Well, what I was saying with the Nerf guns, dude, is it's
Nerf.
like.
Yeah, I was like, I forgot what the fuck we were talking about.
No, yeah, I'll put you back on track, buddy. We had a good time. We went through one whole bottle of Crisp Benoit already, and then we did a little couple toots, and now we're back at it. We're back at it. We're cracking, and we're jacking, like Lauren Boebert.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Besides that, the Nerf guns, like, they used to be like single shot, where you like fucking like, you know, like refill it, and you have to like put you know, the bullets back in it every time. But then I remember around like 1998, they had the fucking like the Mega Blaster, and it was like you put batteries in it.
Oh yeah.
And it shoots like
was a Gatling
it's a
gun.
mini gun.
Yeah.
And then after that, they literally started making like fucking magazines, and they're like revolver style.
Okay, that I do remember that because I remember my nephew had the fucking that minigun one.
Yeah, dude. But they had a Dollar General version too that worked just as good. But it was like when you saw it at the sleepover, you're like, nah, this kid's fucking. His parents are
He's
broke.
cheap as fuck. Yeah.
They're broke like me. That's why I'm at this sleepover. You know. So like, yeah. And then they started making like Nerf guns that had like, you know, you buy the different parts. Like they made them more. They're just making Nerf guns more fucking realistic.
Just regular ass guns.
Yeah, dude. Like straight up. And now they have the one that's like a sniper rifle. And you literally like pull the thing fucking back, and it has a magazine that you change and shit.
Yeah.
And you have to reload the magazines, but they're like, you can get the tactical vest. And it's just making Proud Boy kids.
Did you ever sleep over at like a rich kid's house when you were
Oh
younger?
yeah, dude. That was like, what if you got those invites? Those are the ones where you're like, I can't miss this, Mom.
Yeah. I remember being
Those are the ones you take a shower for as a kid.
yeah. No, I remember there was one family that we played baseball with, and their older brother was my older brother's age, and then their younger brother was a year younger than me. So me and him would hang out, and then my older brother and his older brother would hang out. And I remember they were like, "Oh, they said our parents said you guys can spend the night like both." Like I was like, "Oh hell yeah, like fucking cool." And they had they were the first people that I ever knew that had 2 bathrooms. So they had like the half bath and then like a full bath.
Dude, I fucking
And I
love
was like,
that.
that's fucking awesome. And their mom, I remember, I'm a smart ass. Like, I don't remember. I was like maybe like 12 or something like that. But they had a fucking jacuzzi. And their mom
parents
was like,
definitely came in the jacuzzi.
yeah, but they were like, oh, like, don't, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, don't fuck around. Blah, blah. In the morning, you guys can take a shower if you need to. And I was like, I need to take a bath in the jacuzzi.
You took a bath in the jacuzzi?
That's what I told her, and she was like, "Why?" Got mad at me, and I was like,
They're just like, this kid's clearly a
they're
homeless
all like
kid.
immediately. She was like, "Fuck this kid." I was like, I'm kidding." And I'm like, "No," I was like, "I'm fine." I'm probably not even gonna take a shower because I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, we don't own. I've never had a bed.
No, I never had a bathroom.
I don't
before.
know what a shower is.
Yeah, I was like, a bed.
I saw this jacuzzi. We usually wash in other people's like bath. They just wash in other people's pools and shit.
Yeah,
We bring soap to the public pool, and then
Well,
we fucking.
our mom takes us out with the hose.
That's funny thinking about those, like, you know, those fucking like van people, and then like they have kids and they're just living in vans where they convert their vans.
Yeah, that's a weird ass existence that I don't really understand. Like, I get it if you're a single dude or like a
Or
couple,
homeless.
yeah, or a homeless guy, yeah. But like having a family like that is so stupid.
Yeah, dude, I would be so mad if I was like, oh, actually, my mom makes a ton of money, and then she also
I was
is
gonna say,
famous.
those people are
on
all
things.
rich as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, look at my tiny house, and then here I am thinking that as a kid, I'm like, oh, we live in a tiny. That would be so embarrassing to have a fucking sleep.
Yeah, can you sleep over? No, actually.
They're like, oh yeah, we are actually all going to sleep in the same bed as my.
I'm gonna lay on top of the stove tonight.
You know, we were talking that just reminded me of the new character. I sent you the idea of the new character I sent you.
Yeah.
Where it's I gotta take a drink for this one because I gotta change my whole race.
Oh jeez. All right, guys, we're getting into advanced level character work here.
Well, tell them about my character. Do you remember what it was?
Fuck yeah. Hold on. What was the message?
Well, just guess if you don't know what it is, because
It was the. Fuck. It was a. Damn it! I read it was a Mexican guy.
Well, he had a specific job.
But yeah, he was. Oh, go ahead.
It was the day laborer Hispanic man who has like 7 kids, and his house is like, you know, he only has one bathroom. in his
Oh
house.
yeah. That's what it was.
So like he gets up in the morning to go to work, but he has like 4 daughters and 3 sons.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, the other day Lucy was laughing her ass off when I was telling her about this. So I was like, this has to be a fucking winner. But I did the voice too, but I'll do the voice in a second, but I have to paint the picture.
Yeah.
So like, cause there's a whole story on this guy. So he's a day laborer.
House is full.
His house is full. He has 4 older daughters who are like in high school and like middle school and shit, and then he has 3 young sons. But the sons don't respect him because when he goes to the bathroom at his house, the poop smells really, really bad, and they call him Stinky Poo Poo Man. So the whole idea is, so like anyway, like in the morning he doesn't have time to really use the bathroom anyway because like his family, he has a big family and they only have 1 bathroom. So he's a day laborer and he does, I don't know what he does. Maybe he puts up windows or he does concrete work at people's houses, but he's the
guy that puts the flags on the cars.
Yeah, he does something like that, but he goes to clients' houses. He's a day laborer. So like this guy, he gets in trouble at work because he wants to use the homeowner's bath. He uses the homeowner's bathroom, but it isn't like, sometimes he does it every single morning. Like every single time he has a job, he's like, "Oh, can I use your bathroom?"
And it's always diarrhea.
Yeah, and it stinks really bad. So like the homeowner, like
that's why his kids call him the Stinky Poo Poo Man.
They call him the Stinky Poo, and his sons don't respect him, and well, because they're young and they're just like, "You're the Stinky Poo Poo Man," and he's never home because he's always working. So he has a story. There's like a whole story. I created this whole story in my head, and I was like, I love this character. So like, like he has to go talk to his boss, and and like the boss is like, people complain because he goes to the bathroom and he's in there for like 30 minutes to start off the day.
He's a regular brown collar worker,
but he does really good. He does like really good. He does good work.
Man does his job.
He does a great job, but the only problem is his shit smells really bad,
so stinky.
And he uses the bathroom at other people's houses every single day. So like it would be like. So, like, the boss would be like, hold on. You can be the boss and be like, like, I want to be, his name is Juan.
God damn it, Juan.
No, don't be mean. Just be like, because I'm a good worker and I do a great job. And it's like, I've been there for so long. Then that's the story, is like, he's been there for fucking a long, long time. He's been working here for a fucking...
Juan, can you step out to the truck with me? I gotta have a talk with you.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. I have a talk with you. I love... And he's like super nice to his boss and shit.
I love you too, Juan.
He loves his job. Like, that's the whole thing. He's like, I love this company. And he shows like his pictures of his family to his fucking boss.
I like that idea of him being like...
He's like a good guy. He's like Stavi from The Ringer. He's like the guy that works at the place and then he gets his fucking fingers cut off. In The Ringer, you remember Johnny Knoxville?
Nah.
You never seen that?
I know it's when he's a retarded guy, but I've never seen it.
But oh man, you gotta watch that. But anyway, so like the guy, he's just a great worker, basically. So like he's at his boss, and his boss wants to be understanding. Like he wants to keep him as a worker, but he doesn't want it. He wants to like put the hammer down and be like, you can't do this anymore. So that's your angle. And I'm gonna be Juan, the Stinky Poo Poo Man.
Now, Juan, this is the 5th time in the last
What have I done, sir? I do a good job.
What do I have to talk to you about every time, Juan? It's the same thing.
You never talked to me before about nothing, but except I do a good job, and I enjoy. I do the job good, and I get it done fast.
Juan, the owners said that you stunk up the bathroom again.
What are you talking? I code switch. When
he gets really mad.
He's just a white man. He speaks perfect English. What have I done wrong? I am a human, am I not? No.
What are you eating for breakfast, Juan?
I eat what my wife make me. She make me, the egg. I have a bad heart. I went to the doctor, and he's telling me I have a bad cholesterol, and I need more fiber in my diet. So I eat a lot of beans, and I eat a lot of avocado.
Avocado? Avocado. Oh, okay.
Yes. And I do not know what I did wrong.
Is there no way you can go to the bathroom before you come to work?
The problem is I have to go to the baño. When have this happened?
It's every day.
Where I do not have time to start. I work all the time. I work for this company 10 years. Okay, and I work overtime, and I don't have time to. I am out the door, and I have to go.
Juan, are you drunk right now?
No. I'm not drunk. I am high on life, as you say.
I am a high on cocaine.
He's a good worker. Come on now. Ask me questions. Be like, why don't you have time?
Well, yeah, why can't you? Why don't you have time to go to the fucking bathroom?
No, way you see, sir. I at the house I have a large family, and I have one bathroom. And I get up. I have the $4, and I love my daughter, and I let them go first. But the problem is if I use the bathroom when in the morning. I make a big stinky poop, and it's no good. No good. And on top of it, sir, I have the 3 young sons. One 10, and one 8, and the other 5. And they all make fun of me, and they have no respect for me, because when my daughter gets out of the shower and they come out of the bathroom and they cover their nose and they make gagging sounds. And at first I was like, hey, it can't be me. But it turned out that when my sons, they started to call me a stinky caca man.
Mm-hmm.
I get really self-conscious. And and it make me feel bad, and I do bad work. So this is why I have no time. Now ask me, be like, "Whoa, can't you go somewhere else to go to the bathroom?"
I don't know, but I was thinking it'd be funny if you're like, your kids make fun of you because they saw the movie The Pest. That's why they have respect for you.
Well, that's what I'm imagining the household is.
Yeah, it's basically that.
And like the dad who's the hardest worker in the house, and he just like, he wants to have respect from his family, but also
that's all he wants.
Also, his shit smells really, really bad.
He knows.
But there's other layers to the story too. Like you have to ask me, well, can't you go anywhere before work?
Can't you go anywhere before work?
Well, I go to the Starbucks and the McDonald's, and they kick me out.
Oh, so you've been banned because of the stinky poop.
They say my number two is no good, and they get mad at me because I no pay for anything. I ask for the cup of water, and I drink the water in a booth, but I'm really there to shit. And when I'm done with the water, I go to the bathroom, and I poop for like 30 or 40 minutes. But I did that for the first maybe year of being employed here, and they kick me out, and the police come, and they get trespass from McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Juan, have you ever gone to the doctor?
I went to the doctor, and they tell me that my cholesterol. I told you I went to the doctor for the cholesterol, and it's no good. And they tell me more fiber, and that's why the poo-poo is dense. It has dense fibers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no good. I hope this is no problem, boss, because I need this job, and I don't know what to do.
Well, it's becoming a problem, Juan. It's becoming a hell of a problem.
Well, when I come here, I scared to go to make shit.
Well, I'm putting you on. We call it 3 strikes. I'm calling it 3 streaks. You got 3 streaks. This is streak 1.
Oh no. No, I do not need a streak. I need a job, and I do anything. Do I make shit in the truck? Do I make shit? Like, and that's pretty much like, I was laughing. I don't know. It may or may not be funny, but it was
hitting the other night.
Dude, it was hitting, and I was laughing my fucking ass off. Like me and Lucy, I just kept doing the voice and just like, oh, I get no respect from my son. They call me names, like, but he cares more about his family than he does his job. But
That's why he takes the stinky shits at work.
Yeah, this is a very simple family man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love Hispanic people.
Right. This is based on a true story.
Well, actually. And it's fun. It's a funny story.
It's based on The Blind Side.
After we did this character, like, and I was on Facebook, and I always like scroll through and watch all the stupid fucking like Karen videos.
Uh-huh.
There was one that I saw where it was exactly that, where it was like, it was the guy was at the homeowner's house, and he was straight up like Hispanic guy, and he was like, hey, can I use the bathroom? And then the lady got fucking mad, and then she was out there handing him tiles and fucking like literally on his ass. What? Like, that's the last I used to do that type of like contract. I used to do windows. Mm-hmm. So like or glazing, that's what they call it in the industry. Mm-hmm. So like when if you like show up and you watch the person work, like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you really think I'm going to steal something from your house while I'm on the clock with my fucking job and want to risk that? Like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
And also, like, that's such like, you got nothing fucking better to do with your day.
But yeah, it was really funny when I saw the video, because it was literally like some Mexican guy and he was laying tiles, and then like it was some white lady and she was like, and then like the other guy who was like a younger guy, he was video recording, and it was like an older Mexican guy, and he was laying tiles, and the guy he was like, oh, so you won't let my coworker go to the bathroom? And she was like, no, I want you to do the work and get done. And she was like standing there handing him tiles, and they're both standing there like, what the fuck is this lady's problem?
White lady.
But yeah, it was a white lady. It was like a white older lady, like 50 something, and she had enough money to retile a fucking new addition to her house. So it's like, dude, fuck this lady.
Speaking of dipshit white people, we actually had an older guy. He's probably like 70 fucking something years old.
Yeah.
He came in. He's like, hey, I'm not gonna name drop, but he name dropped the like owner of the restaurant.
He was like, I know Lauren Boebert.
He's like, I know Lauren Boebert. You know, the Beetlejuice lady. But he's like, I heard you guys were looking for drivers and blah blah blah. So this other one of the other managers was like, oh yeah, just fill out this application and then we'll give you a call or whatever. So he fills it out, and like the next day, like they're like, oh, come on in for an interview or whatever. So he comes in, talks, like leaves immediately. She's like, this dude is like weird. She's like, there's something off about this guy. Like, I don't know what the fuck what his deal is. But now mind you, just like a 70-something-year-old white guy or whatever.
So he's an old ass man.
Yeah, old ass boomer dude.
What did he look like? Did he have the Punisher shirt on, or?
No, he looked like he kind of looked like Fetterman, actually.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I was imagining.
Yeah, Fetterman, but like with a MAGA hat. So
and he literally had the MAGA hat?
No, he didn't. But I could tell that he wanted to. So he comes in, leaves the next day, like immediately the next day. We get a phone call from him, and he's like, "I'm just calling, checking to see about that job." Blah blah blah. Like, and we're like, "Okay, well, we'll let you know."
He's doing the shit that they taught you in high school,
like,
in that class that they make you take.
So like we're like, yeah,
he's doing boomer shit on what they taught boomers, like, you have to get a job this way. Make sure you annoy the owner.
Exactly. and then like it's like the driving thing, you have to fucking go through a background, like they have to check your license and like check your driving record and all that shit.
They check it, and they're just like, he has like 100 speeding tickets, and he's like, well, I'll get the pizza there faster.
Well, he's trying to fucking talk to the manager on the phone, like, well, I have a CDL. I got a clear record. I got a CD. Like, and they're like, okay, we still have, like, it still has to go through and check. We can't do it in one day.
He's like, I have a CDL. I can deliver a shitload.
Yeah, so
of
he's
pizzas.
getting mad. And I'm like, well, you've already lost the job now because you're like starting an argument. You're not even hired. You're starting an argument over the fucking background check thing. Like the next day he's calling again, and he's like, dude, blah, 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 they said this and they said that. He like sent an email to like the corporate offices. Awesome. And he lied on the email, which is also funny.
What did he say?
Because the lady sent it to us. He's like, the girl I talked to seemed very standoffish, and when I mentioned the Bible, she just got up and left. and he's like,
why would you mention the Bible in a job interview?
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, that's very stupid on his part. And she's like, no, that's not what happened. Like, first of all, we were talking, and then he just took over the conversation and started like talking about himself. Like, I was like, she's like, he wasn't even answering questions about like why he should do the job. Or
He's
whatever.
just bullshitting the whole time.
Exactly. And then she was like, that's why she said he was weird, because like she's like, yeah, he said the thing about like the Bible or whatever, and I was just like, okay, and just sat there, and then like she's like, when he was done, I left. I didn't get up and leave during the middle of it or whatever. I told him like, we'll call you later. Like, so he's just a fucking dumb liar. And now we're like, why would you even want the job after this? Like, so it's good. You have an awkward conversation, or you know.
Yeah, I just love conversation. I love confrontation.
That's what I'm like. I'm like, is this how you think you would get the job now? You fucking dumbass.
I don't understand why he would apply to a pizza driving job when he has a CDL. So obviously there's something wrong with his CDL where he wouldn't be doing
Well,
that.
also you're 7 years old and you're like, oh, I want a job. Like, dude, just fucking die already. Like, you're retired.
Yeah,
You obviously have some sort of money already.
Dude,
I don't know.
I promise you, this guy
Fuck
is
that guy.
That fucking guy is going to go straight into a Beetlejuice musical and fucking grab his boyfriend's penis.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, fuck those people, because like then these people act like, oh, well, they only hire Hispanics and blacks at jobs, and they won't hire me because I'm Christian. But he was the one that brought it up first.
It was like he brought it up. Yeah, he brought it up. It also has nothing to do with anything. Like,
dude, I fucking love that level of ignorance. I really fucking do. Like, where people are just like, I hate Muslims because they're too eccentric, but hey, you know, we need to fucking teach the Bible in school, brother. That's the only way we're going to get past all these bad times.
Fuck the Bible. Fuck school. Fuck everybody.
Did you see those videos? Like, there's a bunch of videos from, like, you know, like, how how Jerusalem is, like, occupied by a bunch of fucking, like, what is it? Like a bunch of like Israeli people.
Mm-hmm.
So there was these like reporters that were Christian, and they were like, they went there to like record the village, and like all of the kids came out, and they're like these fucking little Jewish guys, and they're like Jewish kids, and you know, because they had the fucking stupid little hat and like the
uniform,
the like Jewish uniform,
the uniform,
yeah. So like they're like going out there, and like they're like women that were reporters, and they went out there, they're like talking to the adult, like, hey, you know, like, what's going on here? And then like these kids were just like literally running up, and these are like 5 and 6 year old, maybe from 10 to like 6 years old, and they're like running up and like attacking these women and like spitting on them and being like, fuck you need to leave, like all this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, that's fucking bullshit. And it's because like they're occupying fucking, like, you know, they keep trying to push out the Palestinian people.
Yeah.
There was one that I saw where there's this like Jewish guy who was from Brooklyn, and he like straight up was like living in this person's house. Like they have like an apartment that they own, or like, what is it? A fucking duplex.
Yeah.
And so like this Jewish person from Brooklyn, like it's an Israeli guy from New York.
Yeah.
But he's not even Israeli. He was born in.
He's an American.
He's an American that went there, and he was like, he had all the shit on, and he's just living in this person's house, and they're just like, dude, like, this is our fucking house. You can't live here. And he's like, oh, well, it's not my problem. I don't know. And then he's like being like super fucking ignorant to them, like, well, you can't get rid of me even if you wanted to, like all this shit.
Why can't they get rid of him?
Well, because it's like, well, I don't even know what the issue is, because I guess they're like or some kind of fucked up, like you know, where you can't use law to do it. I think they're like governed. I don't even know what the situation is out there.
I don't understand that at all.
That's why I hate it when people create fucking problems out of nothing out here. You know, like, it's like, why
you could have a Jewish guy living in your house?
Yeah, dude. Like people
against your will.
Yeah, dude. Like, they have some American Jewish guy living in some in another country, and he's just like, well, even if they got rid of me, they're just going to replace me with someone else. And it's like, who's going to do that? and they didn't ask him that question. I don't think he answered it. But that other video I saw the other day, that's even newer, and it was the one where there's just like, it was literally reporters, and they're in this area like interviewing people, and it's not even the adults, but the children are like running up and fucking attacking them and like
throwing rocks and shit.
Yeah, dude, and they're like, dude, fuck you, and then they're like being really disgusting, like, you guys suck, like, fuck you. And then there was like this other video where it was like, you know, like there's the same group, and there was like a police officer that came up and was like, "What are you doing here?" And he was like, "Well, my God says that you punishable by death or some shit like this." And it was like a police officer guy.
Well, that's how it works over there when
Yeah.
religion rules the fucking government.
Do
or whatever.
church and state.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, and then it's like these people are like, well, we don't want to be like countries like that.
I mean, well, hey, you say what you will. Guess what? They ain't got no fucking drag queens reading no kids in libraries over
Right.
there. They got their shit together.
Like Lauren Boebert.
Absolutely.
Lauren Hobart. Horbert.
You know, you don't gotta speak ill of my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's your girl. You were actually the guy she was groping at
Yes.
Beetlejuice. When I heard that story, I was originally just like, "Oh, good for Beetlejuice, man."
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Yeah, fuck
Laura Boebert.
I fuck Lauren Boebert. She sucked my dick. She said she vaped and then she sucked my dick on a musical." A musical about me.
That would be better if it was the Beetlejuice musical, but it was the life story of Beetlejuice.
Oh, that would be fucking sick, dude. Like
Who would play Stern?
Fucking, I don't know, is some asshole, but like this, and I want it to be, you know, like not even like a retarded guy playing Beetlejuice. I want it to be
Cuba Gooding Jr.
a normal sized guy, but he's like on his knees.
Is Cuba Gooding Jr. doing radio again?
But it wouldn't be Cuban Gooding Jr. because it would be the musical version, so it would be on a theatrical stage. You've never went to a musical, have you?
Have I ever been to a musical?
Well, obviously you haven't, because if you did,
I've been to plays. I don't know if I've ever actually been to a musical.
You
play.
would have remembered the Over the Pants Handy dude.
Yeah.
The Over the Pants Handy dude, you never bust. She'd never bust, dude.
That's the number one rule. That's like the old hole in the bottom of the popcorn.
That's like when you're like with your girlfriend in high school, and then you're like, "Oh, I can't wait for you to suck my dick," but then you remember she has braces, and then she does it, and you're like, "Man, I don't know if I like my dick getting sucked."
Yeah, never mind. Just rub it with your hand.
Yeah, dude. And then she gives you the Over the Pants Handy, like Lauren Boebert.
She's squeezing it.
That was the girl. She was that girl. That's who she was, and she was the girl. She like was ugly. That's what I want to imagine. Like she was just like some ugly bitch that was in high school. She had like a fucking back brace and braces and shit. And like she was always like, because what adult does that shit in public? Like,
Well, you know
literally.
she puts out because she's 36 and she is a grandmother.
Yeah, that is true. So that doesn't mean that not only she's a Hobart, but her daughter's a Hobart too.
The whore apple doesn't fall far
From
from the
the
whore
whore
tree.
That's a good one. That's a fucking one-liner, dude. That's very misogynistic, but it's against the right people. So I think the
It
Democrats,
makes it okay. Yeah.
the leftists would get behind that.
Yeah,
That's a
as
good
long
one.
as you're mean to Republicans, it's okay.
Dude, as long as I found out that if you're mean to Republicans, but like mean like them, where they're just like, they're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
You're fucking gay. Like, if you do it like that and make it that way, they get even more mad, and then they act like they're politically
They're
correct.
like, what? They can't say that.
You can't say that.
You can't say that to me.
That's not nice. That's not very PC. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, why are you complaining, you faggot?
Yeah.
You fucking loser.
And then we put out an episode that's like, oh, Obama's gay.
Yeah, dude. Obama was gay.
And they don't
then.
know what to think.
I wish Obama was gay, dude. If that
That would be way better.
I think that if Obama was gay, he would own it, and that's the truth, dude. Like, I really think that that's the truth. He would own it if he was actually.
If
gay.
Obama was had been openly gay the whole time, if they think shit's bad now,
that
it
would make
it
his-
would have been, dude. There'd be drag queens all over the place.
Dude, I think his approval ratings would go out the roof if he was just like, by the way, Michelle is a man. Like, I think he would, because that was around the time Caitlyn Jenner was like, I'm a fucking trans woman now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just Michelle Obama can pull it off better. That's the whole thing.
Big Mike.
Big Mike. That's what they called it. He was actually a felon in jail, and they called him Dirty Mike and the boys, like from that fucking shit.
And then he was like, I was in Chicago and I wanted a good time, and the limo driver called.
Yeah, dude. I was an escort. I worked at the same company Obama worked at.
Yeah.
And I just transitioned, and I changed my voice too.
No, I sound just like Michelle.
Yeah, dude. I sound just like Michelle Obama. Exactly like her. I love this. Let's go back to this Boebert thing, though.
Boebert.
Dude, she's so fucking awesome, dude. Like, she straight up was in the... Like, and she was sitting next to a pregnant bitch, right?
She was like in front of a pregnant lady, yes, vaping.
Dude, yeah.
Vaping indoors in a theater.
I love watching this story because, like, at first it was just like, oh, Lauren Boebert fucking got kicked out of Beetlejuice. And then they had to, like, so Lauren Boebert went on and started talking shit about, like, the whole thing. Like, oh, you don't know who I am, like, all this other shit. So then, like, the theater just keeps
she said they were
leaking
lies,
shit.
too. She was like, I wasn't vaping, they're blah, blah, blah. And then it was like, oh, actually, the theater is the best because they just dropped all the footage. They were like, actually, here you go.
Yeah, because it didn't have to be a big thing. Like, she could have just fucking, like...
Walked out.
First of all...
Well, she should have not been
She could have just blew it in her shirt like a normal person, you know? And then, like, maybe, you know, like, fucked after the show like an adult. But she, like, I watch... So, like, they keep releasing the footage. And then it's like, you watch it, and it's like she's literally looks like a fucking teenager. Like, literally, she's, like, hopping in her seat. And the guy next to her just is just, you know, he seems stoic and just, like, kind of embarrassed by it.
He's probably just like, oh, I got to put up with this bitch, but at least I know who she's going to put out after.
He just wanted pussy, I think.
Dude, that's all he wanted.
And that's sad for Lauren Boebert, you know, because this is just, like, some nobody fucking guy. Like,
you said he runs a gay bar?
He does. It came out that this guy actually owns... He's a straight guy that owns a gay bar, and they do, like, drag queen shit all the time. So it's like, that's pretty fun. I guess that's funny, but I don't want to bash the guy because it's just like, I get it. He took the woman to a musical, and he wanted pussy. That's why he let her give him an over the pants hand job. And he was even like, I watched the footage. He was like, we got to get out of here. And she stayed. She was like, you know, they didn't have the audio, but you could see her mouth, and it literally mouths, do you know who the fuck I am? And you can see it.
She is such a fucking like trash human being.
Dude, she's truly like trailer. That's what I'm saying. She's like the girl in high school that was Man Bear Pig.
Yes.
And people would make fun of her, and they're like, hey, fucking faggot, you brace face monster. You fucking loser. And then, like, this bitch is just like, well, who are the people that said that? And it was just, like, black people roasting them, or, like, gay people that were just like, honey, your outfit is trash. It's a gay black woman.
Her mortal enemy.
Her mortal enemy. And then she never got dick at all because they're just like, you ugly as shit, bitch. But then, you know, she got hot. She blossomed. She was a late blossom.
She was a late bloomer.
Yeah, she was. She's a lot hotter than anyone else in Congress, and I will say that. I'll give that to Boebert. Who's the Democrat that they harass that's really hot? Isn't it AOC?
Yeah. She is pretty hot.
She is hot, but they literally have, like, Trump supporters outside of Congress that wait there, and then she walks up, and they just, like, literally catcall her. They're just like, honey, you hot as hell. And then, like, she's walking up, but she is hot as shit.
Yeah.
I love that. Like,
Republicans are the best. They do everything they do is hilarious because they make fun of AOC because she used to be a bartender.
Yeah, dude.
But it's like she was going to, like, fucking Harvard Law while being a bartender.
Yeah, which is like...
And then she graduated and became a fucking what is it, House of Representative?
Yeah,
or whatever.
dude, she's the House of Representatives.
Lauren Boebert like didn't even have her GED, and she literally was like the same. Like she ran a restaurant or whatever, but she was basically a bar.
She was definitely the burger girl.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Hey guys, let's go to McDonald's. Let's go to the Beetlejuice musical. Let's fuck. Wow, I dressed up so pretty. Let's fuck.
What a cool lady she is.
Yeah, dude. And her and that Marjorie Taylor Greene are just like absolute. Like it would, I would give her a pass if either of them actually sounded smart or anything. But it's the simple fact that it's just they're just laughably retarded, and they like get in trouble in public and shit. And then they're like vaping. They're against weed. I don't think she was vaping a cigarette. Like
no, she had it fucking might have been weed. Now that I
it was
think about
definitely
but it was
weed.
at least
They're in
a
Colorado. Hello. Yeah. No, I don't think it would be a jewel because I think that like she would actually smoke it. But like, none of this shit would have went anywhere if she would have just been like, "Oh yeah, I'll wait to get horny afterwards." Thank you very much. And then like, not even that. Like I understand why Abraham Lincoln got shot in the head. Because like she was acting rowdy as shit. The video footage, there was like,
A was getting jacked off and vaping.
Yeah, not only was she like getting her boobs felt and like rubbing some guy's dick, but then like when the song parts were on, she's literally just like acting like a child at Disney, like wave. Like I literally went to Monster Jam yesterday, and she was acting like one of the kids that's like watching a fucking
Gravedigger!
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and she's like waving her arms and singing really loud, and you could see like all of the other people, like, and they're there as dates and shit. Like they paid a lot of money.
Well, they're probably like, this fucking dumb bitch.
Yeah, and you can see them on, because like when you go to things like that, they actually, it's the Paul Rubin law, or where they call it the Pee Wee Herman law, and they actually put they're like, you're not allowed to have cameras in theaters, but then they put cameras and they aim the cameras at the people to make sure that you're not giving over the pants hand jobs.
That's the number one rule.
That's like, everybody knows that about movie theaters. Every movie theater, like, I learned that from Undercover Boss. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't shouldn't jack off in these theaters anymore.
That's right. I learned that from Undercover Brother.
Yeah, yeah. That's how they make sure black people don't fucking bring their own food in the theater. But that's not fair of me to say, because I bring my own food and drink to the movie theater, and I yell during the theater, and I vape during the thing. But that's at a movie theater. I wouldn't have the balls to just, like I said, you could have vaped and blew it in your shirt, and that's what I did. Or like the go-to for me when I'm at the movie theater and there's like a big theater is I get the cup and I drink a bunch, and then I take the vape, and then I kind of blow it in the thing.
Move. That's a good move.
That's the move I do.
Yeah.
But no one's going to stop me. That's the whole reason why I switched from cigarettes to these things, to the nicotine vape. Like, you could even do, I don't know what, she was an asshole, because I saw the video, and like she was literally sitting there like, la 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 la, like standing up.
The thing
is,
it's like,
and then she was blowing the vape on the back of the pregnant woman.
One of the good rule of thumbs my father gave me growing up was, if you're gonna do something illegal, just do one thing at a time. Yeah, right. If she would have just been vaping, it would have been fine. But also, you're pulling your tits out and acting like a dickhead singing. Like, come on, you got to pick one or two. You can't be doing all that shit. You're gonna get yourself in trouble, and that's what happened. Yeah, but the best part is like, like if she would have kept it, like, because I saw the video, like the and I guess they went up to her in the intermission, was like, hey, you need to calm down. Yeah, chill the fuck out. Like, we're gonna let you stay here because we know who you are. And they were nice to her, and then like she was like, oh, okay, and then that probably got her pussy wet, and then she immediately, because she was like, yeah, you can't do shit about it because I'm a fucking senator. And then like she fucking went right back to her seat and started getting fucking fingered and shit, like vaping and blowing it on the back of a fucking pregnant woman, and just like, like you could, and like, so like then they came back up to her, were like, you gotta get out of here, and then she was like, oh. And then the guy immediately just like starts walking ahead, like, okay, we gotta go. I guess we gotta go. Time to go get some real segs. Yeah, he's like, we can leave and just have. Let's go have. I hate these over the pants handy. Like, these are my good khakis. These are my good slacks. What are the gays gonna think back at the gay club? Yeah, I'm gonna get made fun of. You're gonna uncrease my slacks here. So yeah, so like she's in the lobby, and like the I feel bad for the workers because they're there like, oh fuck, like we gotta kick this bitch out, and she's acting exactly how you. It's like she was acting like
and they had no sound, but I could just like mouth the words, and I did mouth out, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" And then she was like, it was reminiscent of 2020 or 2020 when COVID came in effect, and you saw all those videos of people just like, "I'm not wearing a fucking mask.
I do not consent.
Not even for 2 fucking seconds, and then I'm gonna pull it down over my nose." Like everybody else.
That was the other thing. It was like, oh, everybody's wearing a mask. Wrong.
Yeah, dude. Well, and that was the whole thing. Is it's like I like the mask because, like I said on the last podcast, is like, oh, I'm a trans woman. That gives me a chance to not shave for the day, and then fucking
You
just
should have
wear
wore
a
the
mask.
mask for the podcast.
Like, I want to get Kanye West.
Well, I didn't shave.
I want to get one of those Balenciaga latex woman masks. Have you seen them?
No.
Dude, yeah, they do these shows, and it's just like literally just people dressed like gimps. Like
Balenciaga's fucking weird.
Well,
man.
they fuck kids, right?
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, BDSM teddy bears.
Yeah, they had which I mean, like I get, like people would buy that. Like I get how that would sell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was supposed to go that, but to use the kids and the thing to like have the kids holding it, that's kind of fucking weird.
It probably should have been stopped somewhere.
Like I get why the irony behind it is probably a person that would buy that probably wouldn't never have kids because they're gay.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know.
Who knows, dude? Pedophiles are weird people.
I don't even think it was a pedophile thing. I think it was just like, this is edgy, and that's what, that was the exact reaction that they wanted.
Oh fuck. The edgy pedophile.
The edging pedophile. I just watch.
Almost there.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there, please. I like how you did like a Yogi Bear voice.
Hey boo.
Hey boo boo, let's get a picnic basket. Fucking kid. Yeah, it's funny, dude.
Put the picnic basket around my dick.
Yeah, dude, he's there. Do you remember there used to be like an adult, because I was watching one of those like old stream things.
Yeah.
And what was it? It was a fucking, well, it was like a Yogi Bear spinoff, and they actually used Yogi Bear, but that it was like they go feral. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, that is old.
Yeah, dude, that always freaked me out as a kid.
Is that made by the Ren and Stimpy guy?
I don't know, but they got Yogi Bear's likeness, and they're able to use Yogi the Bear. But I think it was something like that. But it was an Adult Swim thing.
Yeah, I have a vague recollection of that.
And then like they go feral, and then they like literally like fucking, I don't know. It was they turn into animals, and then it was just weird. Or Boo Boo turns into an animal, and then Yogi Bear turns into an animal. I think they kill the fucking ranger.
Yep. Good ass cartoons.
Good ass cartoons, dude.
Good ass cartoons back in the day.
You know what? I want to do another bumpski. Do you want to rock out another episode? You already drove out here an hour. Might as well do another one.
I guess.
Let's do another bumpski after this. Let's do fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah, make sure we talk about it online.
Yeah, we will. Fuck it.
So
Fuck those guys, dude. No one's going to know except Harry and Gregory.
Yes.
Greg Andrews.
And Rob, because he's
Dude,
listens on the download.
He downloads. He's the one that illegally. It's not even illegal.
That's why we get that one. There's like one person from like New Zealand. It's fucking Rob using a VPN.
Let me find out.
Change his IP address.
I could call Rob and get him over here for the next episode. Would you want to do that?
Maybe if you can get over here.
Listen, I want to do it and make him watch us do and then offer him some, and then
if you could make him do it, it would be very funny.
Oh my god, that would be the funniest fucking thing, dude. Rob on
It'd be like, just go, Rob. Just say whatever you want.
Just say whatever you want. He's just like, I'm voting Trump again. That's the funniest thing to me is like. I'll ask him like, who did you vote for in the 2016 election, and then he just like he won't say anything. Like he refuses to say anything because I think that he actually voted for Trump, but I don't think he voted for anyone, but I think that he was a fan of Trump.
Yeah,
he wears the Harry Potter shirt.
Oh, that's what I was gonna send you. So they're fixing the organ at my job. And
fuck yeah, dude, the cartoon organ.
It's like the there's fucking drums on the wall and shit.
It has a slide whistle
Yeah.
in the organ.
Yeah, the dude that does it lives in Arizona now, and he's like Zoom calling and teach. This kid's fucking 16 years old. He's like I don't know. What
And
we call-
he's gonna start playing it
Yeah,
in your
he's like a
restaurant?
savant. He was showing me the other day. I'll show you the video in a little bit. But
We need to interview this asshole in front of the thing.
Yeah,
do you
he-
think we could do that?
probably. But he was playing the Harry Potter theme, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. But I was thinking what would be really funny is if I were to kill myself
And have him play it.
and have him play that song, and then have me pop out hanging from the trans flag while the Harry
That's
Potter
awesome.
theme is playing.
You're not even trans. You're
No,
naked
but
too.
He's just an ally.
And it just says he, him behind you. That's what Republicans think happens at like gay events. Like they literally have like fucking like they get married under a gay flag, and it's not, and it's like a satanic like it's literally what these guys fucking think, dude. And it's the funniest shit in the world to me. But it's going to be funny if me and David actually get married. Like, there's going to be like a bunch of Indian guys at our fucking wedding and shit.
That's gonna be wild.
It's going to be so fucking funny. And then I'm going to have like a bunch of trans people.
Dude,
and,
I'm
like,
gonna try so hard to bang an Indian chick.
well, and it would also, I'd have a bunch of black people there too, because I have a
Yeah.
shitload of black friends.
Hell yeah.
You know, and that would be so fucking funny. Like, and then we would put on like, I would play that fucking song, that meme song where it was like, I forget it, where he has like 4 different versions of himself. How did that one go?
I don't even know. Oh, that big fat guy.
That would be funny.
The only one I can think of is the Indian Thriller.
Kalima. Yeah. He had 2 songs that were fucking bangers, dude. He did that one, and I think he did. Fuck, I can't even think about it. But apparently that guy is like really famous, because I questioned David about that. I was like, tell me the story of this guy. And he was like, oh yeah, this guy's in fucking like every movie. Like, you have to be, because it's like, I guess like once you get famous out there, they're like, fuck it, we got a guy for it. And
Yeah.
there's like no other actors. It's just the
Yeah.
same guy. And then like the Indian actors come out here and then they get mad. They're just like, oh, Hollywood's racist. It's like, well, Indian Hollywood is racist. Bollywood's racist, dude.
Yeah, well, there's not that many white people.
Yeah, dude. I love Indian culture, man. I want to go out there and just fucking shit right on the street.
There's gonna be. I mean, you got to get him to take you to India sometime.
No, but I'm excited because I guess his mom went out there. And I haven't seen it yet, but he was like, "Oh, well, she got you a surprise, but I'm going to ruin the surprise." And I guess she got me this like fancy, expensive fucking Indian scarf. I guess it's one of the head scarves,
Yeah.
or it's not even a head scarf. It's just like a fancy thing, and you can wrap it around your body or do whatever. But it's made out of silk.
Ooh.
But I was like, "Did you buy this as a hijab because you wanted me to hide my ugly trans face?" You know, and that's what I'm thinking. And then David's just like, "I don't think that's why she got it for you." Well, my brain goes there automatically.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I got the deepest voice in Trans West. In West Hollywood. You need
I need a toot ski.
you need more medicine.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
You're my boy.
I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about now, and I can't think of any fucking thing.
Well, I'll let you, because I fired up really hard on the beginning of this because I was ready. But I'll let you fire up really hard on the next one.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of now is I made up a song for the Rey Mysterios. You know, Who's That Jumping Out of the Sky?
To go, how does the song go?
So mine is, Who's That Jumping Out the Sky? G-A-Y Mysterio. He's Queerio.
Gay Mysterio.
Yeah, Gay Mysterio.
I want him to have like fucking like 2 male symbols on the front of his forehead.
That would be funny.
And they're touching tips.
Did you ever see when he had the Joker fucking why
He
so
had the-
serious Joker?
Yeah,
outfit?
he did. That was around that time, dude.
It was like right, it had to be like 2008 or 9 or something. It was like right after Dark Knight came out. I just remember being like, that's the gayest thing.
I wish that society didn't have like the rules where it was like, oh, well, you can't fucking just use other people's characters and shit. I wish you could just do that
Yeah,
because
there-
there'd be so many funny fucking bits and shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, there's the parody law, but it's like You know how funny it would be to have like a Sherlock Holmes movie, and then it's just like, oh, and then Dracula's in it, or you could do Dracula, maybe like the Joker is Sherlock Holmes,
Yes.
and they just change the fucking movie completely.
There you go.
That would revamp Hollywood.
You just saved the writer's strike, I think.
I did. What is it? Drew Barrymore. They're pissed at Drew Barrymore.
She's a dumb bitch, yeah.
But it's like, what does she have, dude? Like, give it. I always loved Drew Barrymore. Like, she's always a light, you know. Like, but what is it? Like, you know, like she doesn't have anything, you know. Like, she's not the hit girl anymore. Who the girl that did Barbie is the
Margot Robbie.
She's out the door though, dude. She's getting older. And then she'll learn fast, and then she'll have a talk show, like Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, this is what I don't understand is they're like, oh, we're coming back, but we don't have writers. It's like, so how the fuck are you gonna have a show then? Dude,
I wish that they would just clear out all the writers and get new people anyway, because it's like, dude, fuck it. Like they're not like the shit that people like they don't make it anymore. And it's like,
I agree, everything sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, because they're like, oh, we got to get rid of these. Like, they're already doing these writer strike shits, and then they're like, well, we don't want to pay these people any more money. Like Tim and Eric, like they're fucking great writers. Like their shit's so fucking funny, because it's shock humor. Like you see it, and then you're like, that's fucking funny. Like a person falling on the escalator at the bus station. Like that shit's fucking hilarious.
I will say that. Tim Heidecker did make me laugh recently because he's got his podcast, and do you know who Bill Maher is?
Yeah.
He made fun of Bill Maher by like literally doing like shot for shot recreation of his podcast.
Yeah,
where he just literally like just sits in a chair and gets drunk and is like and like doesn't let the other guy talk ever.
Yeah, and then he just asks the most racist shit in the world.
So he did a whole fucking hour-long podcast like that, and then Bill Maher's like, that's not funny.
I think there was one that he had Miley Cyrus on, or I don't think it was Miley Cyrus, but it was some like actress or musician. I don't remember who, but he's just sitting there and he's just like, yeah, what do you think about black people's rights? What, do you agree? Or like something along those lines. Like he had like, well, I don't think that like black people should go out and rob people. And then like this chick was literally, or he asked some terrible, I don't even remember what the fuck he asked, but he asked some like terrible shit along the lines of that. And then like the girl is just like, yeah, I don't want to talk. It's not my place to say, but I'm against it, and I don't want to talk anymore about it. And then like Bill Maher just looks like a fucking idiot, and he's just sitting there with a cigar and a thing of whiskey, and this girl's just sitting there with like water and like, you know, ready to do an interview. He's just sitting there like a drunk fucking asshole. Like
that's pretty much what he is now.
Like, yeah, what do you think about LeBron James being black? He puts the microphone in her face. She's like, I don't think it matters. Why are you asking me this? He's well, and then he tried to like justify himself, and he's like, well, I'm not against it. You know, I'm just asking the questions. This is my show.
Just asking questions.
And he still has his like fucked up shark fin haircut. It's weird. He has like the fins on the side, and then it like goes up the front, but it's like slight.
I don't know. I used to think Bill Maher was cool when he did Religulous. You ever see that movie?
No.
That came out. Was I in high school or like right at? But I was like big. Like that's when I was big into my like I'm an atheist. People that believe in God are fucking dumb. And that whole movie is literally just that. He like goes to like a Christian fundamentalist like museum, and he's like, oh, you know, you guys are stupid, right?
That's like going to a Holocaust museum.
Yeah.
You go to a fucking Holocaust museum and you're just like, oh, you know this didn't happen, right?
Yeah, that's literally all he does. He's like, oh, that didn't happen, this didn't happen, oh, you guys are dumb as hell. And I was like, hell yeah, fuck, you tell those stupid Christians.
Those Christians, yeah. Man.
And now I'm like, wow, what a fucking gay way to live your life as like a 57-year-old man.
See, I'm cool. I'm cool with Christians, and you know, I believe in creation, or not so much creation, but I believe in a higher power or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, but it's like, it's one thing to do that, and then like, you know, and just be a good person. But then it's another thing to like write in a Bible about horse cum. It's like, be like, oh, well, if you own a slave, you can't fucking, if you kill your slave, that's bad, but you can beat the shit out of them however you want. And it's like, I don't believe in that. And then it's like, you see these people, and they're on the streets. I'm talking about the Hotep black people. No, I'm just kidding. Those guys are cool. I love those guys. But, like, the Christians, like, they gangbang this stupid concept of, like, oh, well, you need to be a better Christian. But the whole Bible's, like, filled with verses where it's like, oh, well, you actually can't do that as a Christian. But you also can't wear fucking 2 jeans. Mm-hmm. And you can't be gay. You can't do... It's filled with contradictions, You can't be gay, but you need to love everybody, which is pretty fucking gay.
Yeah.
And, you have to understand that it's the King James version. Mm-hmm. So back in the day, there's this asshole named King James, and he was mad at the Pope.
He was like, I'm dunking on everybody.
He was like, I want all the pussy in the kingdom. And you know what? We're pissed off because we don't have fucking, like, tomatoes and garlic from other countries. So you know what? Fuck the Pope. Like, whatever. So he made it a law where, like, he wrote the Bible, he rewrote the Bible,
yeah.
And he like added a bunch of shit, like the gay stuff, and like, they're like, and also God loves it when you take the trash out on Thursdays. Mm-hmm. It's just like dumb shit like that where like people read it. And they made it filled with contradictions. And I like the idea of God, but it's like I don't like the practice of it, because the Bible also says like, don't fucking, like, God hates it when you go up to people and you're like, oh, you're not Christian. But he also says you should spread the word of God. So it's like, what the fuck do you want to do,
That's why everybody gets to pick and choose their favorite parts of the Bible and then just completely stick to them and forget the rest of it, which is always good.
Well, that's why they're like, well, I'm gay as hell, so I want to go to the gay parade, every single gay parade, and talk about God and how everyone else sucks.
Everybody else sucks, but I'm actually better than them.
Yeah, but I swallow the best. Mm-hmm. I swallow, I come, I fucking get hard. I forgot that I was gay because of God. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay. How far are we?
We're done.
Are we done?
We're done. We're going to take some more medicine.
Yeah, it's been a rough night, guys. I had a lot of shit going on.
Well, you drove a long way. All the exits are closed because I guess Chicago's flooding.
Chicago fucking flooded, yeah.
Instead of Chicago fire, it's just Chicago floods, and it's just a show about. They're just like,
people have short pants.
It's just like the traffic going up to the city, and they're like, "Hey, I gotta get to fucking work here."
Let me find what's a good song to end this on?
Put on the Donkey Kong theme song. DK. This song is. We can talk about it. We'll start the next episode up with me so horny. I want to do a rap. Walking down the street, flapping my meat. Gonna go to Beetlejuice and meet my meat. I see my boyfriend next to me. Gonna jack him off and make a pee. Yeah, this is a good riff, actually. Why was it in Super Mario 64 they decided to add guns to the monkeys? And that was around the time a lot of street violence was a big thing and crack cocaine was a big thing in the inner cities.
So you're saying Nintendo's racist?
I think so. Well, they're made in Japan.
China. Or no, it is Japan.
It's Japan.
Right, yeah.
They have the video games down. They fell off big. Hardcore, though.
Who, at Nintendo?
No, just like Japan game makers. Like, all the games suck. They used to have, like, Final Fantasy was badass. But now it's like Bethesda and all the like American companies that send their shit out there to get like graphically.
Who's the big one?
It's Call of Duty.
No. FromSoft that does like Elden Ring and Dark Souls. They're Japanese.
They are, but like those games.
But they're rare.
I bought the Armored Core game and I played it.
Actually, this is rare.
It is.
Did there?
It is rare, but now every single rare game is free on Xbox.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's pause this
right.
shit. We're done.
Good
Bye,
night.
guys. Donkey Kong. Hey. Drift King. I'm gonna touch my poo.